Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Blake Damon here, and today we're going to go through some patch notes. If you guys didn't know, Roadhog's rework has just now been released, and with it comes some patch notes. So without much further ado, let's get to it. Roadhog's developer comments. The broad goal of the Roadhog rework was to improve his frontline presence on the battlefield as a tank hero and reduce the frustration enemy players had with how consistently deadly his hook combo has been in the past. So yeah, in the past, Roadhog could hook you and then shoot you and you'd be eliminated. And ever since Overwatch 2 has come out, they've tried to reduce one-shot combos. Actually, if you remember what they did to Widowmaker recently, you can tell that Blizzard is trying to get away from one-shot eliminations. It feels like they're trying to encourage more counterplay, which I agree does make the game more fun to play. No one really enjoys getting eliminated without being able to do anything to stop it. So I think this is what they're trying to address. Roadhog's previous scrap gun primary and secondary fire have been reworked into one primary fire shot that is still most effective at close range, but also deals more reliable damage from far away. So it looks like they've decided to combine his left click and right click and turned it into one giant left click button. So now we ask, what is right click now? His Take a Breather has been changed to a resource-based ability and has been moved to secondary fire for a more convenient control scheme. It can be used more frequently, but will need to recharge its resources over time, increasing its flexibility as a tanking tool and making it not as easy to counter. So yeah, his Take a Breather, which is his self-sustain healing ability, is now his right-click mouse button. I know a lot of players were hoping that his Take a Breather would, when used, also affect his entire team. Unfortunately, Blizzard decided not to go in that direction. Instead, they made it a little harder to simply animate him by making Take a Breather be a resource use ability instead of just a cooldown. So yeah, it's just going to be a little harder to eliminate him with Ana now. He now has a new ability called Pigpen, which is a deployable trap that activates when enemies are nearby, dealing damage and slowing them. This enables Roadhog to have control over a wider area and, with a little bit of pre-planning, can be used to either help protect his allies or further enhance the effectiveness of his hook combo. So it looks like they've added a little bit of utility to his kit with this new ability called Pigpen. So I guess this is their answer to players asking for something in his kit to help his teammates, which I guess is better than nothing. Now moving on to the changes they've made to Scrap Gun. Previous secondary fire functionality has been removed. So yeah, no more right click. Total damage per shot increased from 150 to 160. Shotgun pellet count reduced from 25 to 16. Shotgun pellet damage increased from 6 to 6.25. Now fires a shrapnel volley of 4 large projectiles in the center of the shot. Each shrapnel projectile deals 15 damage. Critical damage multiplier reduced from ×2 to ×1.5. So yeah, they're definitely trying to combine both the primary and secondary fire of the Scrap Gun. I think they're trying to keep its effectiveness kind of even, but we'll have to see how this plays in game. Now moving on to Take a Breather, which looks like they forgot to label. Anyway, now activated by holding secondary fire. Yeah, this might be a little weird for a lot of the hog mains out there, but in time you'll get used to it, I'm sure. Otherwise you can always just swap it back. Cooldown for each use decreased from 8 seconds to 1 second. A new resource meter has been added. This meter will deplete while Take a Breather is active and then recharge when it's not in use. Very strange how they've done those last 2 dot points. Take a Breather requires 12 seconds to reach full charge from empty. I think this means that since it's now a resource ability, if you use up the entire resource, it will take 12 seconds to go from empty to full again. At full charge, Take a Breather can heal up to 450 health over 3 seconds. I think his health is just 700 HP, so that means that Take a Breather will heal a little bit over half in 3 seconds. Take a Breather will now remain active as long as its assigned hotkey is held. An option to toggle Take a Breather has been added under Options, Controls, Roadhog. Damage reduction decreased from 50% to 30%. No longer amplifies healing received upon ending. I feel like this isn't supposed to be neither a buff nor a nerf. I feel like this change was a way for them to make sure that Roadhog doesn't just simply get eliminated by throwing an anti on him. So now I guess you don't really need a Kiriko if your tank is playing Hog now. Because before, if you didn't have your Kiriko with a Hog against an enemy Ana, you're basically throwing. I think this just stops Ana's over effectiveness against Hog. They're just trying to even out the playing field. And now on to his new ability, Pigpen. This is a new ability assigned to ability 2 by default. Launch a trap that slows and damages nearby enemies. Deals 60 damage when triggered and 30 damage per second in an area. 3-second duration once activated. 40% movement speed slow. Cooldown is 12 seconds. So it looks like a trap that once activated is a DOT AoE CC ability. That is an area of effect, damage over time, crowd control ability. I feel like this could be a really good ability for Roadhog to be able to easily line up his hook shots, as well as finish off squishies with his hook combo. It's a versatile tool, which I'll have to see how it plays out in game. Let me know in the comments how you feel about these changes. I'm especially interested on how you feel about the new ability Pigpen. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it annoying to play against? Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you haven't already.